Good morning, this is Dr. Jerry Feltz. First, before we start anything, I'd like to say, as you know, we're going to do our seminar tonight on the Health Revolution, tonight from 6:30 to 7:30. I was talking to Monica this morning, I think we may have a couple of seats available, one or two, or we're going to put a few more seats if you want to come, because it's going to be an awesome presentation. It's going to last an hour from 6:30 to 7:30. So call Monica this morning at 993-2810. What I want to talk about this morning is I had a lady talking last night. She was talking about addictions, about cocaine and heroin and how bad it was. And then when I made this statement to her and I said, a lot of these children and people are on heroin and cocaine, but isn't it amazing that one of the strongest addiction drugs that we have out there is foods? And she said, what do you mean by that? I said, when we eat, the strongest drug we could ever take is a food, because the way it affects our body. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about heroin and cocaine as an addictive drug that you can, and it's illegal to have. Think about sugar. Sugar is one of the most addictive drugs that we could ever have in our life. The lady was also talking about her son who was a heroin addict, and this was his third time in rehab. And she was really browbeating him about how she was so upset that he couldn't break the habit. And so what I said to her, I said, are you done talking? And she looked at me real funny and I said, I'm going to ask you a question. And I want you to think about this question, all of you that are listening to me this morning. I said, your son, on the cocaine and heroin, he's tried 3 times to quit in rehab. And I looked at her and I said, Mary, as of this moment today, could you quit sugar for the rest of your life? And she said, that's an asinine question. I said, what are you talking about? I said, could you quit sugar right now for the rest of your life? She said, no way I could. I said, just think about your son now, 24/7, the addiction he's got for the heroin and cocaine, why it's so tough for people to quit alcohol, cocaine, heroin, meth. There's no difference in that addiction than there is to the food. And she started crying and she said, I didn't realize that. I said, well, what you need to realize is this sugar, breads, pastas, sweets, rice, potatoes, and corn, a large amount of that, the fructose, the sodas, these are addictive to your body. And we know from the research that these sugars will cause, if you continue to take these, and these foods do not have any side effects like the drug you take at the pharmacy, letting you know these various side effects. These foods that we eat on a daily basis are the cause of diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high triglyceride, and heart attacks. I'm telling you this right now. There is no amount of fiber, there is no amount of fat, there's no amount of exercise that are going to lower and reverse these conditions unless and until you reduce and almost nearly not taking any of the fructose and the sugars. They are literally killing you, ladies and gentlemen, and they're causing you chronic illness. Tonight's this seminar and through the rest of this next year with our Health Revolution, that's what I'm going to be doing. It is my passion and my goal is to educate you people to reduce the chances of these chronic illnesses you have. But if you can take from a large fry to a small fry, if you have bread and corn and potatoes at night and you can reduce down to 2 unfavorable carbs and then go to 1, you're going to reduce the chances of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, triglycerides, heart attacks. So if you can, get to the seminar tonight, or keep looking every day that we're doing these videos Monica's doing for us, because our goal is to remember, we want you to settle not for sickness, but only settle for health. Have a great day.